Shane Hurricane Helms inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage, every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube.com. And if not, what's up with that?
Oh! This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Boom! Hey, Shogun shows up and everything goes crazy. All right. Yeah, all right. So, hey, thank you and welcome to Rasslin Rage. I am your host, none other than Cody, and joining me tonight is the man, the legend, the myth, Shogun Jackson Stone.
Well. What do we have here? Ladies and gentlemen, the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone has made Rasslin Rage his Suplex Dojo tonight. And I'm chilling with the one and only Cody Fleming. How you doing, man?
What's happening, brother?
Flex those muscles, brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Thank you so much for coming on. He's already down one lemonade, so he's got the go juice going.
Already going with
that's
a
right.
couple seconds later.
Right, for sure. So listen, great to have you on the show. This is his first time hosting. I have done an interview with him. We're going to talk a little bit about it all right? A little bit, because we already did the interview. And if you want to know about it, go watch the dang thing, right?
Check it out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Give me the view, right?
Yeah.
But you can interact with us in the live chat as you come in. You can. I ask that you hold questions for the
I'm just holding it in front of him.
Okay, I'm asking that you hold questions for myself or Jackson Stone here, Shogun, till the end of the show when we do legit wrestling questions. So that's awesome stuff. If you haven't already, please subscribe and also make sure to smash the like button.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. This
Yes.
man puts in a lot of work.
That's right.
And he brings a lot of us wrestlers on so we can speak to you about what's going on in our lives we have lined up.
There we go.
Right here.
What's this say here? Let's see. Dude is the 19 foot, y'all, and 2 brick houses wide. They're talking about you.
We'll take that. I think that's a nice size order. Okay.
So make sure you scroll down in the description as well, because down there is some affiliate links. And in those affiliate links, you will find WWE shop.com as well as highspots.com. And if you buy something, when you click those links, Rasslin Rage gets a very, very small commission on anything you buy. Also down there in the description, you will find a link to prowrestlingtees.com/Rasslin Rage, where you can buy yourself a Rasslin Rage T-shirt.
Double R.
That's right. And also, not besides this shirt, and there's another one where it's got my sexy face on it.
Hey.
And Josh, that's right. Thank you. Josh has one of those because Josh is super awesome and he loves the show and he supports us very much so. And then Rasslin Rage has Facebook and Twitter and Twitch. And you can check us out
Everywhere.
at Rasslin Rage. And the same thing with Twitch, Rasslin Rage. All right, so check us out. Now, we're going to go into the indies portion of the show, okay? I'm going to do a couple things, and we're going to do some questions. I'm going to ask some questions, Shogun. He might ask me some, too. You never know. He did that, too. You threw me for a loop. When I interviewed him, he started asking me a couple questions. So we're going to do that in a minute. So when we come back after this wonderful, sweet intro thing I got going on for the indies, we're going to come back and we're going to talk. Yeah, he's just telling me that he likes that. They're pretty cool. We do for everyone. So like we got the intro for, we have the Rasslin Rage intro. Come on in, we talk. We got an intro for indies. We got an intro for all the rage. That's where we talk the news, right? Talk about upcoming events. And then when we get into legit wrestling questions, we also have a intro for that as well.
Gotcha.
I used to do a little thing where we did Collector's Corner, where I would show off, numerous things.
Oh, like a highlighted.
Yeah.
Highlighted.
And then I started doing like a regular just recording it and putting it on YouTube. I don't know. I just got to be kind of tenacious. And,
Well, I'm just going to say right now, his Ric Flair collection is top notch.
That's right.
Style and profiling, it is.
Yes. Hey, Miss Taylor. How you doing, ma'am? Master Taylor, I might add. Master
Taylor.
Master Taylor.
How you doing?
Yeah. So, before we ask, I'm going to ask him a few questions. But before we do that, tomorrow, XICW holds the Chic and Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe Memorial Show at the Lincoln Park Community Center. If you do not know how historic this is, man, let me tell you, there's a lot of history in the Lincoln Park Community Center with wrestling, okay? With the old territory days and the Chic and Midwest and all that stuff. So, they return. They're bringing wrestling back to the Lincoln Park Community Center, DBA, XICW. Cool stuff. You can get your tickets online, xicw.info/tickets. Or I'm sure they'll have tickets at the door. I'll be there. I'm very much looking forward to the match between Nolan Edwards and my boy, Master Alex Weir.
Yes.
Yes. But there's a lot of good matches, and I'm excited for all of them. So I'll be there, and Josh is coming with me, so it's going to be a good time. Also, don't forget you can get your tickets for the Extreme Bombshells of Wrestling show being held on July 6th at the American Legion Post 8 in downtown Port Huron. Don't miss your chance to catch British Amazon Heidi Katrina in action in the Blue Water area. It might be the only time you ever see her here. You never know, right? You just never know. She's busy. She just come home. She was just back from Japan. So she's on a show tomorrow, too, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she'll be making a cameo tomorrow, too, as well, at the XICW show for the Lincoln Memorial.
Yep.
So make sure you get those tickets, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Tickets are available for that show for American Legion at BWCWstars.com. There we go. Got to get it out, right? The American Legion or PKSA Port Huron. That's all we got for the shows as far as that goes, because tonight we got Jackson Stone on, and that's a special night. We got to ask some questions, right? We got to ask some questions.
Shogun.
That's right. My man, Shogun. All right, so it was what, a couple months ago, right?
First off, before we start,
yeah,
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How you see you throwing me for a loop again, man? I'm doing all right.
I'm pulling a Roddy Piper thing.
That's right.
Right before you think you have the answers, I'm changing the question.
That's right. But yeah, I am definitely doing all right. Now, it was about a couple months ago we did an interview, right?
Yeah,
through Facebook there. You were recently came back from vacation out of Hawaii. You went over there and what was the name of the organization that you wrestled for over there?
OOS, Championship Wrestling United Championship Entertainment.
Okay.
And they're really, they're actually the only promotion out there in Hawaii. So when you go out and see any type of Hawaiian professional wrestling, OOS Wrestling will be the first place and the only place you will stop by and watch.
Nice.
Very high quality athletes, very high quality production. You can catch them on Fight Network, and you can also catch Shogun on Fight Network to watch out for that show. I went against Giant Leather.
Okay, that's now you were saying that Alpha is out there too, right? From the Wild Samoans, right?
Yeah, Alpha's out there. I didn't get a chance to train with him as much, but I did get a chance to run into him, say hi to him real quick. He also had a match during that show as well, very entertaining, very hard hitting as to expect, and it was like overall fun time. Shogun can't wait to go back out.
Now, did you? You said you didn't get to train with him? Did you happen to get to pick his brain about anything at all?
A little bit of knowledge about how to throw guys further.
Right. Real quick, if you guys didn't know, there's Alpha and Sika were the Wild Samoans, and Sika is in Florida and trains. And I just got done interviewing D-Ray 3000, who trained with Sika.
D-Ray.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say something right now?
No.
A Shogun and a Shogun champion.
But that's the thing is I really think that'd be awesome if you two went at it, the Frogun versus the Shogun.
I've been watching from afar,
right?
And I'm just gonna say, a fan of Frogun.
There we go.
So, Frogun, if you ever want to do a little bit of a tango, Shogun's your dance partner.
There you go. But yeah, I just thought it was cool because I just got done doing that with him, and a really cool guy too. So you didn't get to train with Alpha, but you did that. Now you were just recently on vacation. You went out to Colorado, right? Yeah. Now, did you get to wrestle out there? Because I know how you are. You get places and you go look for wrestling.
Hey man, you know what? That's the whole point. If you have opportunity, you grab it by the throat and you suplex it, ladies and gentlemen. So when I was out in Colorado Springs, I heard about Iron Heel Championship Wrestling. You can check them out on Facebook and Instagram as well. But they had a very nice promotion. I was up there, a little kin to XICW. I would say it was like a nice West Coast version of XICW. and
a little watered down.
A little bit. Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Chewy Martinez. He also is affiliated with the Monroes and worked with the Monroes. So I appreciate him for giving me the opportunity. And just everybody out there, Iron Heel Championship Wrestling, look them up. Shogun will be back out there as well.
Awesome. No, that's awesome. Man, dude, you go everywhere you go, you wrestle.
Trying to, brother. That's the whole travel Shogun. He will find any kind of land. My whole goal is to find our ultimate challenge.
There you go.
Ultimate challenge, Cody.
Very good. Now, so you're still the reigning Proving Ground Championship.
Cody, that's the one thing Shogun.
It's all right.
Shogun was in a rush, ladies and gentlemen, to leave his domain. And in the midst, he did not bring his precious gold. But I will talk for it in replacement. Your reigning and defending XICW Proving Ground champion will not be in attendance at the Lincoln Memorial because he has to suplex elsewhere. But there are plenty and wonderful matches from top-level athletes and all your favorite XICW warriors. So remember to get your tickets for that. But just because I won't be there that time, don't think that I won't be at the next. Shogun, let's just give me a little break.
There you go. Now, we've talked about it in our previous interview. We talked about the Suplex Challenge, right? Mm-hmm. So, for those of you out there that don't know about this, or maybe you haven't caught the interview previously, this is a self-imposed rule, right? These are rules that you came up with and said, all right, so you went to upper echelon management of XICW and said, I want to impose these rules on myself as the Proving Ground champion. So what it is you have to suplex your opponent 5 times. Once you do this, you are clear, I guess you could say, to go for a pinfall.
Correct.
Okay, now you cannot win by countout, correct?
No,
you cannot win by countout
until I get those 5 suplexes.
Okay, all right.
If I get those 5 suplexes, then it's on the table. But until then,
nothing.
And also, Shogun just wouldn't want to go out that way.
Right. Well, and I like that. Good stuff. The last Proving Ground. All right. So I had Master Taylor on the show last week, and both Taylor and I were at Proving Ground. We had our illustrious booth, which is awesome, by the way.
Always good to see you in the booth.
Yes. Now, so you went against Isaiah Bronner, who the 7 Mile Destroyer, and my goodness, what a match. And let me tell you, I was all up in my feels. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. I was all up in my feels. I don't know if it's because we're friends or what the deal is, but I was standing up, and the entire time I'm like, oh my God. Because you two literally, it was a fight. It was insane. You two, my God, it was, I don't even know what to say. That's what I'm saying. It was just nuts.
Well, I did hear the Shogun chants coming from your side, Cody, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. We're here.
And whenever me and Isaiah step in the ring with each other, there's going to be noise. There's going to be some bruises. There's going to be a lot of heavy punches, a lot of heavy kicks. We're just going to do what we were made to do, and that's pretty much beat each other down and see who the better man is. Now, that night left a little bit of an inconclusive decision.
Right.
And we'll get back to it soon.
Right. Well, and the fans were adamant. They wanted that to keep going, and it was loud. and I'm loud. They were chanting,
Yeah.
"Let them fight, let them fight," and the commissioner said, "Nope, nope," or no, it was the ref. The commissioner was going to let it go. The ref said, "No way," but it is what it is.
Rules
Maybe
are
we'll see.
rules at that point, but I was always ready for it, and I know Isaiah's always ready for it. So, XICW fans, if it happens again, let's just say it's going to be actual decisive.
There you go.
outcome.
There you go. I like that one.
We will fight until there is one.
Yeah, good. And I like Isaiah, and obviously I like you're here, right?
Hard hitting individual.
Yeah.
That man, I never been speared so, and I took some hits in my life, Cody.
Right, yeah.
But at that point, and something just got into Shogun. I don't know, during that time to German him off the apron. If something in my mind, I'm gonna win regardless.
Right.
But when he speared me, something about that spear had more aggression, more malice to it than ever, and he's hungry for it.
Right.
So if he wants to go again, Isaiah, I'm always here.
There you go. So what was it like? Did you find yourself like, was he like that guy that took you to the limit? Because afterwards, you were the bigger man. You went in there and shook his hand. And said, thanks for challenging me. So did he take? Because it looked like the both of you were spent. You were ready. So I mean, do you feel like this is a formidable foe? Excuse me, not Poe.
Poe. No, you're good. Isaiah for sure stacks up.
Right.
And oh yeah, like formidable all the way. But, and like I said, Cody, but there has to be a decisive winner.
That's
And
right.
Shogun doesn't matter if I have to suplex somebody off an apron. That is going to be Shogun.
There you go.
But I also know he has a respectful disagreement with that.
Right. So okay.
So, taking me to that limit, I would say possibly, but I feel like there's another limit I haven't reached yet, Cody.
Right.
There's another limit that the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone, your favorite Lemonade Tornado Suplexing Rage individual, has not reached just yet. Have not reached it yet. And it's going to be brought up by somebody. Just don't know who.
Okay. All right. We'll take it. All right. So, last time we did our interview, we talked about training a little bit, right? You came up, you started your training down in Ohio, actually, right? Under the tutelage of Brandon Xavier, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of the school out there?
Mega Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Mega Championship Wrestling. You can check it out also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Brandon Xavier, yes, my trainer, along with also a bonus fact, Graham Wellington. He was a trainer out from the West Coast, and fortunately found himself in Ohio, also coaching me. He was the I would say the technical side, and Charles was the person that brought out that aggression.
Okay. So now, just recently, you and Brandon Xavier had a match, and actually it was Battle at the Border, right? Or
Right.
Battle on the Border.
Battle on the Border.
Battle on the Border,
Harrison, Ohio.
which is an organization. I was like, is that an organization or is that an
I know.
event name? But it's an organization.
Yeah, organization. Yep.
So it's right on the border of Indiana and Ohio,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Indiana and Ohio, so they call it Battle on the Border,
It's that name.
right? Yep. And so you took on your trainer for for the Battle on the Border Heavyweight Championship, correct? And so I watched the match today. Matter of fact, you sent the match over to me. I watched it. I got to ask you. So before we talk about the outcome of the match, right? Let's talk about going into it, right? So you're gonna face your trainer now. Besides practicing or ring work at a school, had you guys ever had a match before this, like in an organization?
Cody, I have to inform you, this is the very first time.
Very first
time we ever had a one-on-one. We've had run-ins with each other from triple threats, fatal four-way scrambles, tags, all that good stuff. But even TLC matches. But never have we had a one-on-one, just him and me.
Right.
Standing across the corner.
Right.
Standing across the ring.
And he's
from each
pretty
other.
tall dude, 280. He like
Very
6
tall.
something, ain't he?
He's 6 foot. He's probably about 6'4".
Uh-huh.
Probably even taller. His shoe size is as big as my face. But so when you get booted, trust me, it's even more room to get booted too.
That's
so, yeah.
hilarious.
If you want to know my training, that was my training right there.
Oh,
ladies and
man.
gentlemen.
Oh, well, okay. So you guys take each other on, and
Right.
and when you're watching the match, you know, you can almost, in certain spots, you can almost see where there's this respect between the two of you, and watching the finish, which was fitting, by the way, being the fact that you're Suplex Shogun and you suplex him into a pin, and then you get the 3, and then you get the belt,
Right.
and then the entire place starts screaming Shogun. So, is that, in a sense, the passing of the torch, the trainer onto the student?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say it was a form of that. I mean, Brandon, he has a lot left in that gas tank, so
Right.
that is not slowing up at all. But in a way, in a like certain shape or form, I felt that, and the energy in the room was very palpable.
Right.
And so when I got that pin 1, 2, 3, it definitely felt like that, and even during like when he was hit, like all the forearms felt like they were a little harder than what they usually were. The chops,
He was giving you a little
harder.
extra?
A little extra on
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying?
A little mustard on her.
And you know what? I don't usually do this, but like I said, respect every opponent.
Right.
And again, I thank my trainer,
Right.
Brandon Xavier, for that, because like again, I try to grow every match. That particular match, I grew.
No, that's
because,
good then.
You know, because of the circumstances and what we went through.
Hell yeah. Big shout out to my buddy Mad out there. He's down in Ohio. He's down in Ohio, and he's all about it. I just want to say hi to him. He doesn't get to come in.
Hey, Matt, what's up? Well.
Yeah, he doesn't get to come in every once in a while. So hi to you. Hello, PKSA, Port Huron, Josh, Miss Taylor, everybody out there saying hello. What's crack-a-lackin'?
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Shoguns in the building.
That's right. So
But you enjoyed that match.
for sure, absolutely.
appreciate that.
I don't know. I don't know if everybody that's a fan looks at wrestling the way I do, but I mean, I know some people do. And I said it before, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I enjoy a story in the ring.
Right.
Not necessarily a story being told with words, but with actions and what's going on there. And I could see that story there. I could see the story of the trainer and the student. I could see it.
Right.
And that's what I enjoyed about it. I could see that, you know. So that's what I respected about it. And that's what I dug it. Now, we talked about it. You're not going to be at the Memorial Show, but you are going to be in Northern Michigan. Where is that at? What was that again?
I will be in East Jordan.
East Jordan,
Michigan.
Is that where it is?
The Civic Center, East Jordan Civic Center.
Ooh.
And yes, and it's gonna be a lot of activities, mainly with suplexing.
Yeah.
And the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone will be invading that for Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling.
Chainsaw Pro Wrestling. And according to the promo that I seen that you released the other day, you are going to be in the Chainsaw Cup. Is that the name of it?
And the Chainsaw Cup, ladies and gentlemen, essentially a tournament that will determine me, in my mind, I believe it's for the top person in the company. Essentially, think of it as a possible G1 or some kind of Grand Prix, but we're all aiming for this opportunity.
Right.
And breeze out to another opportunity to get a championship opportunity.
Very good. Mad says Suplex Mafia.
Hey, I mean, that's my Italiano friends. What's going on?
Now, so you're going to Chainsaw, and we talked about it. You know, we talked a little bit earlier about, you know, development and growing, right?
Right.
You've faced a lot of some big names that some people might not know about. Like we talked about, you got in Cody Rhodes' ear a little bit, right?
Yeah, I got a little knowledge of Cody Rhodes right before he left for New Japan, and got with the Bullet Club.
Right.
And so I got a lot of good knowledge from him.
Yeah, and then I remember when I interviewed you last time, you were getting ready to face Shane Taylor, who's in ROH, correct? How'd that go?
That was a hard hitting. I would say like he has a hell of a right hand.
He's a big dude too, though, right?
Very big dude. And you know, it's interesting when you get hit by another big dude. You say, "Oh, this is how they feel." Okay.
I like that one.
But you know, you always want more, honestly. Yeah. And Shane Taylor, he's off to another, you know, just dominating another land in New Japan and Ring of Honor and all that. And the guy's taking on the world, and I can't wait to see what it has in store for him in the future. And I can't wait to face off with him again, because I do believe our paths are going to cross.
Good. So let me ask you, you know, Shane Taylor, Cody Rhodes, there's some names in there, your trainer, you know, other people we've seen you face against Isaiah Bronner and whatever else XICW throws at you on a given day. You just never know, right?
Right. That's the fun part.
Right. So is there somebody out there, and it doesn't necessarily just have to be in Michigan, but it could be anywhere, independent, wherever, but is there somebody that you really want to work with in the ring, against or with or whatever, that you want to get in the ring with? Because everybody has a list usually, right?
I would say everybody has a list. Yeah. I feel like that. Even when you say you don't have a list, you still have
like in the back of your head.
First group of people you think about, you know. Man, for me, the first group of guys that come to mind usually are within the indies. On the big man side, we'll go Ace Romero. That's one. That's the first one.
That dude's huge. I seen him go against Sam McCallahan.
And he could pounce.
Oh man,
pounce v pounce.
Wow.
Also, always a fan of Pentagon Jr. I mean, I know he's a ways away, but that's another individual I feel I can get a lot of.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh no.
Gotta dream big, right?
Right, exactly.
Dream big or go home.
Always. And you know what? It's gonna be suplexing soon.
Right.
But also the likes of him, Tommy Lawler. Oh man, there's so many people. Ethan Page, Josh Alexander, recently signed to the Impact as well. Oh man,
Josh Alexander, that's the dude with the
headpiece.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to make sure I had the right one. All right.
Yeah, them. I will also say, oh man,
he did some time with Beyond too, didn't he?
He did.
All right.
Did do some time with Beyond. There's a lot of guys. We'll see. ACH, of course. Willie Mack.
ACH.
Man.
He's in WWE now, ain't he? ACH.
Yes,
I think they changed his name, but
they changed it up.
I think so. But he's an amazing guy. I watched him with I know his name. I can't think of it. When he was the Troll Boys in Evolve.
I know you're talking about. Yes.
I watched, and they won the tag championships one night when I was at Evolve. It was amazing.
Yes.
I'll say it'll come to my head when we're not talking about something else. But,
right. Exactly. That's how it usually happens.
Right.
But I mean, honestly, man, like a lot of people, like, I mean, there's guys from, of course, Bill Collier. I want to face off with him again. He's a big man that if you don't know who big time Bill Collier is, please look him up. I see McChesney. Aaron Orion.
You said that name before. You said Aaron Orion before, and it hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet.
Matter of fact, I think you called out the entire Death Threat Army.
The whole Death Threat Army. The entire every single one of them. Please.
Right, and it wasn't even like a disrespectful thing. It was just like, I want to wrestle y'all.
Right. All respect due.
Right.
I would love to suplex you guys.
Well, I know.
I know you guys would love to hit me.
Right.
So that's the best. But for the most part, all of Death Threat, very talented individuals. Also, of course, Hakeem. Most definitely. Jake something. Man,
it's a hell of a list.
There's just so many people. There's so much. Sammy Callahan. Look, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much wrestling out there.
That guy is a really, really. You know how I talk to you and I tell you about how you you're a real cool dude.
Yeah,
you know how
I appreciate that.
No problem. When we talked about it on the interview last time about like how when at intermissions and or after the show, you interact with your fans. And not only does he interact with his fan, he takes out his own camera and starts taking pictures.
Gotta get the Shogun clan. I gotta get pictures of the clan.
Which
man.
I never, ever had that happen before. Which is cool. I'm not dogging you or anything. I'm saying
no
that's
problem.
cool.
I
And
appreciate
so you're a
that.
very genuine person, and I highly respect that. Do you find that with that, eh, is it hard for you to, because you seem like a generally nice guy. Is it hard for you to become that?
Rah! Oh man, Shogun switches well. It's that quick. Honestly.
Right.
You know, it's that for me. Honestly, I appreciate and love my fans. So first off, just to all my fans, anybody who supported Shogun, thank you for all that. For the 4 years that I've been going so far, you guys have been awesome, and it continues to grow. And I can only hope that it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So now the whole world is chanting Shogun, 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 Shogun. That's what I want. But in the meantime, in between time, in the meantime, in between the time, Shogun will be growing and suplexing as much as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you going on this journey with me.
For sure. Awesome. So with that, we're gonna move into all the rage. That's where we talk.
Rage.
That's where we talk about, all the news, and not all the news, but a lot of
The
news.
juicy stuff.
Well, sometimes, yeah. I try to stay away from dirt sheet stuff, and
I got
you know
you.
what I'm saying. But
Most
with
definitely.
with that said, we're going into all the rage. Here we go.
What we got here?
Boom. Bam. And here we are for all the rage. So, big news is today, all out tickets, huh?
Mhm.
15 minutes sells out. 15 minutes.
Is that a record?
No, I don't think. No, I think
No.
All In sold
Oh,
out quicker.
Okay.
I think they and I some people that I talked to that were in line on the online thing for tickets. They the event center,
Yeah.
the Sears Center where the event's going to be. It was their interface system that they had
Wow.
used, and I guess it wasn't all that great in a box of chips. There's very many people that aren't happy with it, but there at one point, and there were some people that had taken pictures.
Right.
It's under 12,000 seat arena. There was like 30,000 people in
Oh
line
my goodness.
to get tickets.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I mean,
Ugh.
it's not.
Hey,
It's gonna sell out.
It's gonna sell out,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen. So
Um,
we're standing room only.
yeah, but definitely cool. The one thing I'm looking forward to is the Kenny Omega John Moxley match.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think these two have ever met up before previously. I looked it up just to see, and I don't think they've ever. I never think they ever locked up. So I'm really interested in seeing this. Going to be a great match.
Most definitely.
There's a few other matches on there that are going to
Most
be good. I'm not sure if it's this one or the Fighter Fest when Dustin and Cody tag team against the Young
Okay.
Bucks. I can't remember which one it is, but they are going to do that. But then also recently, so they have Fighter Fest coming up
Right.
on June 29th, and then they announced that Kenny Omega or they all announced that they're going to $5. Woo woo!
Hey! 5 for 5.
Woo! All
There
right.
you go.
Yeah, I think he was going to try to get me suplexed. Who knows? But hey, thanks for the money. It all goes back. Hey, no, hey, whoa. But it all goes into the show. Thank you, Mr. Mad. So they announced they're going to stream it for free. Fighter Fest is going to
Yes. That's
which is
major.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that idea.
That's very major.
Yeah, I want to see that. But I think they had Double or Nothing sold out. Well, All In doesn't technically count because it wasn't under the AEW banner, right?
I can say it was on the it was a prequel. It was
Right, prequel, right?
Yeah.
So Double or Nothing sells out. Fighter Fest sells out. What's the other one? There's another one. I can't think of the name of it. That's down in Florida. And then All Out sells out.
Oh yeah.
So they're doing pretty consistent
This
business.
is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
This is gonna be insane.
Let me ask you, as somebody that works in the business, is the general consensus in the back that everybody likes it because there's more opportunity now?
I'm not gonna speak for everybody. For me,
Right.
For the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone, I look at it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
AEW is doing something, is pretty much doing something where they're opening up more real estate. You have so many platforms out there now, especially with social media. everybody can see what's going on. Everybody can get their content out there.
Yeah.
You have WWE over here. You have Impact over there. You have AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan. All these other promotions in between, PWG. You have promotions out in New York. You have CZW. You have all this wonderful stuff.
AAW down in Chicago.
Freelance, all this beautiful work. And also, not to mention, when Florida, when it's next year, for WrestleCon, is going to be probably the richest WrestleCon ever because of everything that will be building up to that point. For sure. So right now, to be a wrestling fan and to be a wrestler and just be somebody in the business, it's a very unique time. We're in a renaissance.
Yeah, we are. We are in like something, man. It's getting expensive to be a wrestling fan. Let me tell you.
AEW need new suplexes. The Shogun got you. Hey, Cody, remember Chainsaw?
That's right. Did you know? And I think I told you earlier, but did you know? Fun fact. The intro song for Rasslin Rage was written by the man that writes the music for AEW. His name is Mike Rukus. He no longer takes business outside of AEW.
That's how you know this show is official, ladies and
gentlemen.
Yeah. So you know.
But also, after this announcement came out, Chris Jericho took to Twitter. Now, I don't think this is true, but he took to Twitter and says he's pulling out of Fyter Fest because it's free. You got to pay me, he says. So, Chris Jericho pulling out of Fyter Fest eventually.
The man he's very serious about his business. He's the best in the world what he does.
Right.
So,
yeah,
there you go.
Now, big news. We haven't seen a lot of Cena in WWE because he's, got the acting bug, sort of like what The Rock did. But Cena has been casted for Fast and the Furious 9. I saw that post on what post are we talking about? It better not. Josh. You're gonna be walking.
What are we talking about?
There is the last time, not this time, but the last time, Proving Ground, Super Oprah gave me kind of like a lap dance thing, and there's video out there of it. And there's these people out here that believe AEW is owned by WWE. Yeah, they're conspiracy theorists. Yeah. They don't know what they're talking about. But so John Cena is now entered into the Fast and the Furious realm.
Right.
The Rock was there. He's got his own thing going on now.
Hey, look, if I don't see, because my biggest thing with whenever they have wrestlers in the movie, like when they had Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Expendables, I was hoping that The Rock was gonna be in there so we can see an ultimate face.
Yeah.
So I hope that if Cena's in this movie, with Cena being, I hope that there's a face-off soon with Hobbs and Cena's character.
Yeah.
And they better break out some finishes. I better see some five knuckles, shuffling, something. If The Rock doesn't raise an eyebrow after something.
If he does that in the movie, I swear to God, I'm going to lose it.
Instantly, that's a gift. That'll be the gift of the year if he does that in the movie. That means Cena's all universal. He's all in there. But
that's great.
I will say that if they're in the movie together, we have to see a face-off.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, for sure. I didn't put this in here, but I seen it, and I know Josh posted it earlier.
Once in a lifetime. Remember that. Once in a lifetime. It'll be like Fast and Furious once in a lifetime.
Yeah, there you go. Now, Netflix, there's no official release, but it's Netflix and WWE are working together to make a movie called The Main Event. There's a post out there for a casting call for up in Vancouver, where they're going to be shooting up there. I didn't put that in, but I just remembered that. But
big. I didn't see that.
Yeah. Now, some big news out of Japan. All right, Kenta Kayabushi made his return. I always mess up the Japanese name. Always.
Come on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Made his return to Japan. That's right. That's right. Kenta, who was known as Hideo Itami in WWE. I'm not going to say formerly known as, because he was Kenta before he was Hideo Itami.
Shibata by his side.
Yeah, so I'm not going to say no, he was formerly known as Kenta and is back to who he was. Let's get that straight.
There you go.
Right now. Okay, but he is now in New Japan.
Yes.
He made an appearance at Dominion. and he's announced he's entering the G1 Climax tournament.
And you know he means business because actually you have Mr. Shibata right there
Yeah.
with him. And I'm so excited to see Shogun loves some hard-hitting action. And Kenta seems like he's ready for that as well.
You're a very big fan of Japanese wrestling. I did not know you had your own YouTube channel, so I'm a bad person, and I just subscribed. Okay, you're welcome. But
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
I was going through your Facebook, looking at some, or not your Facebook, through your YouTube, looking at some of your matches and stuff like that. And then I don't know if you know this, but you have a playlist saved of a bunch of wrestling matches, and I was going through it, and how many Japanese matches are. I'm like, holy smokes, man! I'm like, this dude, he knows this. He's watching some Japanese.
I'm a huge fan of Master Kenta, the ultimate Kenta Kobashi, the Orange Crush, if you will. He Masawa, all those guys, Stan Henson, Vader, Bruiser Brody, all those, like, just the classics. And my whole technique is bringing that energy into our modern age. So when you see Shogun in the ring, know that those chops will be having the spirit of Kenta right behind him, and those punches will be having the spirit of Bruiser Brody behind him as well. What happened?
They're asking what your channel name is. Just look up Jackson Stone on YouTube, and that's his channel name.
Jackson Stone.
That's
on
right.
Facebook, the IG,
That's right.
and also the Twitter.
That's right. So yeah, that one of my buddy.
We'll do all the rest of that.
Yeah, but he Mad, I don't know if you're familiar with Mega Championship Wrestling down there with Brandon Xavier.
Yeah.
But he's down there, and he also wrestles. He's the heavyweight champion in Battle on the Border.
Yeah.
There. Okay, so definitely check that. So Mad's down in Ohio. He's an OSU fan too. Stupid, but whatever. Anyways, we give each other crap, but let's be realistic. Ohio's been kicking our butt for years. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, Axis TV has announced it will be airing New Japan Wrestling and Women of Wrestling on Saturday, starting on July 13th, and they're putting it in the prime time slot.
Ladies, there you go. It's your time.
Yeah,
let's get it. You guys got it, man.
In the article that I read, to my understanding, with WoW, right? Because a lot of people are going, "What's going on? It hasn't been on. What's going on?" So what they're going to do is starting on July 13th, they're going to start replaying the first season of WoW.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
And they have, I forget how many episodes they said they have that are going to be brand new that are coming out after that of WoW. So they want to basically get everybody
re-up.
Get them caught back up so that everybody knows what's going on, right? So that's not a bad idea. Ring of Honor Wrestling has announced a Midwest tour, and that means ROH will be returning to Michigan. That's right, ROH will be in Dearborn.
There we go,
Michigan. Tickets went on sale Wednesday, so you can head on over to ROH Ring of Honor's website, and you can definitely get tickets on there. I guess I didn't know this, but they have their own streaming service now. ROH does, called the Honor Club or whatever. And
I didn't hear about that.
If you belong to the Honor Club, you get priority tickets to any ROH event.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
The Honor Club.
Yeah, man, right. So, I did put that in there. But so Netflix also recently, Netflix is kind of getting into wrestling. You know that? You notice that? They had Lucha Underground on there for a while.
No, they didn't. Yeah, that got hurt.
Yeah, they had it on there, and then they took it off. And then they had there was something else wrestling they had on there too. They
had Glow on there. That was a big thing for everybody,
right? And
then they had are you talking about like series? Are you talking about actual shows?
There was something. There was a movie on there that was wrestling too.
There was a couple movies. Yeah. There was a movie the Luchador. Oh my gosh, it had Roddy Piper in it.
They Live.
I think so.
The one where he shoots all the aliens?
No. Oh no, that's classic. But
that's the best one.
That's the best one. But it was a one with Roddy Piper's in it, and it was essentially
I came here to two things: chew bubble gum. Oh, sorry.
But it was like that. But there was this awesome documentary. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, if you can find it, it was about the luchadors of Mexico, and essentially it was about just like coming up in I believe the the AML, the whole circuit and everything.
Really?
And yes, it was really good. It was essentially like looking at the indies from a Mexican standpoint.
Right.
And I really enjoyed it. And if you can, please give it a watch. You'll I'm pretty sure you'll fall in love.
Right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
so Netflix has got Glow. They announced season 3.
Right.
3, okay?
3.
Everybody, which will be, what did I say? August 9th. Be up there on Netflix. But guess who's joining?
Who?
Gina Davis.
Ooh,
Gina
hey,
Davis.
hey.
Yeah, Gina Davis. You know, even when Glow first started, I always thought of the first person I thought of to be casted for any part. I didn't even care what part it was Gina Davis.
She seems like she would just
She's perfect fit.
perfect fit for it.
Right. What was that movie she did? Where the aliens?
Hold on, I was actually just about to look at it. I was just about to look at them too.
Yeah. There's that one, and there was the one she did where she was in.
Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yeah, Earth Girls Are Easy.
Yo, my girlfriend loves Shogun. Shogun's he was just showing that movie,
Yeah.
and I cannot tell you how much I laughed.
Right. What's the one with the girl or all the women about the ladies professional baseball league back in the 50s had Tom Hanks in it?
League of Their Own.
That's it, League of Their Own. And she was in that too. And
There's
I
no
just
crying baseball.
right. I just definitely get I get a vibe from her that she would have fit a part in there. Even not knowing, I don't know a lot about Glow, but I know enough to know that she looks perfect.
She looks like she will fit in just fine. She'll be one of the boys.
For sure. Now, this is pretty big. Alberto Del Rio, or formerly known as Alberto Del Rio, now known as El Patron, is back in the news. But it's not for anything bad because, sometimes he's done some pretty things, But regardless of that, he's in the news because he has started a new promotion with Chavo Guerrero Jr. They have launched a new promotion called, I don't know how to say that, Nation. It sounds like it's probably Nation, but in Nation Lucha Libre. The promotion was announced during a press conference on Tuesday.
Hey.
The first show by the promotion will be held on July 11th. So Alberto will be going as El Patron, like I said, and he was in Impact. That's where he was. And then MVP's in there, Pentagon Jr.'s in there, Ray Phoenix is in there, and there's rumors that there's going to be more. Bram's in there too.
Wow.
There's going to be a couple other ones.
More opportunity.
Yeah, more opportunity. That's good time, man.
Good times, baby.
I don't think there was this much wrestling when I was a kid.
Yeah, man. It's just right now, just like so many different places are going through their own little renaissance. And then you have this right here in Mexico. You have you talked about like me loving my Japanese wrestling. I also love my British wrestling.
Yeah,
it's
a big thing over there too.
The European wrestling circuit.
Shauna Reed's over there right now.
Yeah, and this is just going off right now.
Right.
So there's wrestling everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you, with the internet and everything that's going on, get involved and enjoy. That's the best.
Mad says it's kind of hard to keep up with everything nowadays. There's so much wrestling going on. That's the truth. Child, I tell you what, having I guess it's kind of a podcast, but it's more a YouTube show than anything, right? So having all this and trying to keep up with everything, including all the independents here, it's like, boom! My head wants to explode. Plus, Shoot Life and everything else. It's just nuts, right?
What I'm
saying? We were talking about that a little bit earlier about how you got to try to keep everything. Try. But I am loving AEW for sure. For sure. Me too. I was digging on it too. Probably one of the best.
Honestly, I'm just happy that everybody's out there.
Yeah.
And there's going to be content out there for everybody.
Yeah. There's always something. There's something for you to do. Yeah. You don't want your kids seeing some of the things in the little,
If you don't want to see George Janela get a cigarette to the head, you can turn to Stomping Grounds. Pay-per-view.
That's what I mean.
If you feel like watching a little more aggressive stuff, hey, you can watch Dominion.
Right.
It's so many different wrestlers.
Right, for sure. Definitely. Well, we are done with all the rage, and it's time to move on to the legit wrestling questions. Legit wrestling questions. Now, we call it legit wrestling questions for a reason, because when this show first started, there was some people that would ask questions about, like, what kind of gel do I use in my beard? Or I don't.
There
But
you go.
right, or you just really stupid questions because they were just trying to be ridiculous.
Right.
So we named it legit wrestling questions because the questions have to be legit. I actually believe Taylor came up with that. I could be wrong, though.
Shouts out.
Right. So we're gonna hit this. This is probably the best one, actually, the best intro. Everybody likes this one, but we're gonna throw this one in, and we're coming back. And you can ask me, him. Most people are gonna ask him. Let's be honest. I know. All right. I'm not that important today.
He's our best. Come on.
All right. So when we come back, we're gonna do some legit wrestling questions. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. So, did you think that one?
I dig that.
Did you think that one? Everybody says that's the best one.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. I do.
I like it. I got to get some new ones.
I like the whole setup, to be honest. Go ahead,
dude,
respect your work.
man, you should go back. Do me a favor. When you get home, right? You can go home with your lady. You're sitting down, right? Go to the Rasslin Rage YouTube. Okay. Go there and go to the videos and go all the way back. Go to episode 1. Go to episode 1.
The origin of it.
Right. And listen to that up. Just, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but listen for a little bit. Okay. Let me just tell you where we started. Okay.
Okay.
So this camera up there, no microphones whatsoever. We were using the microphone on that.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Humble beginnings, ladies and gentlemen.
On some crappy laptop. Then we moved to that PC, which is like a spaceship, right? That thing, it looks like it should take off in about 5 minutes.
It's our Galactica.
It's just insane where it's came and where it's went to. But it wouldn't be where it's at today if it wasn't for people like yourself, the people in the chat. Yeah, it wouldn't be anywhere near what it is, because number one, it wouldn't be worth doing anymore, because if nobody's watching or getting a kick out of what you're doing, what's the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely cool stuff,
man. It's with your passion. So just saying, from me and from the fans, we appreciate what you do.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. Don't hear that a lot, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, the guy. All right, so here we go. We got some questions. Let's see. PK has a pour here on who and when was Shogun's first real match. So who and when?
It was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Mega Championship Wrestling, and it was at a fair, and my very first match was against the Bear at that time.
The Bear
at that time. Benjamin Boone.
Benjamin Boone. I know who that is. All right, okay. Next question.
He's great though. He's awesome.
All right. Who is your favorite person that you have wrestled?
Man, my favorite person I have wrestled is, let's see, I would say my favorite person I have wrestled, it Wax and Wayne's, but man, I would say so far, I enjoy throwing Billy Ray around and getting kicked in the face by him. Yeah, it was Billy Ray, Blake Acumen. Please check him out. Also, Dre Jacobs, very fun opponent.
Going nuts.
Yeah, very fun opponent. And also, I will also say Jack Price. Jack Price, yes. Yeah. But
sure.
But yeah, everybody has their own little perks and their own little fun part of facing them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mad asks, you already answered this, but give us a couple, because he probably wasn't here. But what's a superstar show? What's a superstar Shogun would like to wrestle in the future? So you didn't say we didn't get superstars.
Right.
We got indie darlings, right? So let's go superstar.
So like we're talking about
we're like they're there.
They're there. Okay.
Right,
Right. So
they're there.
They're there. I'm saying guys like Brian Cage, guys like
that's a big tall order right there.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. Guys like Brian Cage, guys like Ray Phoenix, Kenny Omega, of course, Zack Sabre Jr., Speedball Bailey. Man, it's
Zack Sabre Jr., man. That guy he is a
Walter.
Oh, man, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I would love to see that match.
I was gonna say him, but then I forgot. I was like, oh, well, he signed, because I remember he was just on Indies. It felt
he's NXT UK now. So
yeah, but it felt like it was just yesterday. He was just on But yeah, him.
Man, that guy's got a look.
Oh man, I would love to face off against him. Also, Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc, huh?
Shogun has a bit of a death match love.
Really?
I do enjoy a few of my deathmatch fighters.
I would never would have thought that.
It's a certain type of art that I feel like you have to endure.
Yeah,
like, your body.
It's not,
has to
you
be
know,
ready for
like
it.
I told Breyer when I interviewed Breyer, you know, it's everybody has their own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I've never really been mig on deathmatch messing, but I'm not hating on anybody that does. That's your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, like there's this dude I know that lives over here in Port Huron, and he goes to every show. He goes to all the Impact tapings. He goes to all these blood hardcore things, and he loves it. But
I will say,
I don't
if it wasn't
hate
for
on him.
like guys like Terry Funk and Mick Foley, like those kind of guys putting their bodies on the line now, I feel like we wouldn't be essentially where we are in terms of in terms of the actual aggression that you see, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I feel like they brought out something in the wrestling industry that needed to come out at that time.
Right. You know, speaking about Mick Foley real quick, you know, you talk about him being one of those legends, and you know, we were talking earlier about how, you know, interactive you are with your fans and things like that. Mick Foley's a lot like that. And and I think that, you know, is part of the reason why Mick Foley is one of the most popular guys, is because, I mean, when you get an autograph by Mick Foley, it's a half-hour deal, right? Because you're gonna sit there for a while, and he's gonna talk to you. Yeah, and
he's gonna engage.
Right, and that's cool, and that's I think that's why a lot of people have that feeling towards you as well. Is because you're very genuine. No, you're welcome.
Honestly, I had a great conversation with Mick not too long ago, and he dropped some good gems to me about just, you know, how to navigate yourself throughout this business, and I appreciate him for that. But guys like, you know, just to go back to the superstar thing, I would say guys like Darby Allin,
that'd be another good one.
Austin Theory, I see.
Great names.
I know Shane just Isaiah, he just signed to WWE, but Swerve, him as well. You know, there's
did he just sign?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
They changed his name too. Just about 2 months ago.
Really? I didn't even see that. Man,
but
good thing I got his autograph when I did, huh?
Oh man, I'm telling you, he's on the roll, man. But I think him, Eric, well, he goes by Eric now. How am I forgetting his name, ladies? Oh my gosh, how am I forgetting his name?
Oh no.
Raymond Rowe.
There you go. Raymond Rowe.
Raymond Rowe. Completely forget. Yes. Yeah. Also, Killian Dane. Fun fact: right before he went to WWE, I was in I want to say a house match. It was probably about a 6-way house match against Killian Dane.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. Very, very good, man.
Nice. Let's see here. We got, man.
What are your dream matches for Shogun, ladies and gentlemen? If you had a dream match for the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone to face off against, whether it be local, indie darling, or a superstar, who would it be?
What wrestling organization has the best fans? Oh boy, Josh is gonna get you some heat.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Wherever Shogun hears a chance, those are the best fans right there. Also, to answer the other question about this superstar, it's a little bit of, this is a want for sure. A want. Before I'm done, before he's done. Minoru Suzuki. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Wow. Suzuki is
pulling out some names.
Top on my list.
See, I told you I knew he was a Japanese guy when I looked at that list. I'm telling you. So let's see. From David, what would be your tips for someone who is a beginner looking to start working out and bulk up?
Working out and bulking up, well, I believe it's if you're looking to bulk up, eat more, have your food. Remember, you gotta eat. You have to eat. It's just as much as you put time into the gym. You also have to put time into what you're putting into your body. Right. So. And it can't just be, you know, trash. It has to be something. I mean, you can have your cheat meals, your cheat days every now and then. I like to have mine once every week, and it's usually either on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. so I can just catch up with all the wrestling at that time,
Right.
and watch everything. So
so much of it.
There's so much of it. So you gotta wait. But for the most part, I like to have my cheat days in between. I like to have at least Shogun eats at least 5 or 7 meals. So 5 or 7 meals a day. I have my juicer. I have my tempeh. I have my turkey every now and then. But yeah.
Wow. Now, so you say 5 to 7 meals a day. Is that because you're so active you have to keep eating to keep your fuel going? Because I've noticed, like, I've watched some stuff like The Rock put out about the how many calories a day he has to eat because he works so hard and he's working out so much. That,
and also to achieve a certain look. To achieve a certain type of mass.
Okay.
Achieve a certain type of look that I have in my head.
Okay.
You know, right now, even though I'm having those amount of meals, I actually am shredding. I actually am like going through a little bit of like doing more my cardio just to take off a few pounds.
Right.
Because some new things Shogun has to bring out.
Okay.
You know?
Right on. There's nothing wrong with evolution, right? No, absolutely not.
It's part of the whole game, ladies and gentlemen.
Matter of fact, there's a whole organization based on that, isn't there? Put that together. All right. So let's see here. Who we got? Oh, Josh. Here we go. Ready for this one? All right. Legit. We got that one. Started from the bottom. No. Suddenly Alex is getting questions like, the Rasslin Rage guy. Really? Really? Did you hear that? Suddenly Alex is getting questions like, the Rasslin Rage guy. Pretty cool, man.
Hey, yes.
What? Seriously?
Yes.
I'm not that important. Anyways, Josh wants to know, who is your favorite fan?
The one who brings me cookies and ice cream.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah, and by the way, everybody, if you're watching live or you're catching us later on, Mr. Josh there is starting a new endeavor. He makes a great ice cream, and I'm sure he makes other great things, but he's going to be selling ice cream now, and you can ask Shogun, who's had some. It is delicioso.
It is very delicious. The cream de la creme. And I wonder, though, how is his lemonade game?
I don't know. We had to figure. How's your lemonade game, bro?
Can you whip up a good batch of lemonade for Shogun to try? I mean, I think that's the real test.
Here you go. Lemonade ice cream.
Ooh, now you talking. Actually, that does sound good. I'm not that big of a lemon cake fan.
Right.
But I will try out some lemonade ice cream. That sounds very delicious. Like
Billy Ray wants some Jack Daniels ice cream.
You would. You ever had like the little ones, the little cups, the wooden spoons, Minute Maid lemonade ice cream? Yeah, that kind of thing. Hey, make some sherbet.
There you go. Where are we at here? Who's your favorite fan? Who was your favorite wrestler growing up? Who made you say, yes, I need to be a wrestler? Who is your favorite person in WWE right now? Jeez, oh, Pete's Josh.
That
was all him.
Coming out with the big ones. All
right.
So, it's going to go like this. When I was a kid, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. Growing up in the Attitude Era, Shogun was a huge fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Also, The Rock, and seeing how much trash he could talk and make people laugh while doing it. Also, I was a huge British Bulldog fan too. I was just like the look, the walking down with a hard eyes. He was for me. I think he was a force to be reckoned with. That didn't get as much good treatment as he should. That's just my personal opinion as a fan of his. Also, growing up, I was a huge fan of Farouk just because of his Dominator Slam. Farouk, awesome. And as I got older, the older I got, I became more entranced with just guys like Taz and also different submission artists. Steve Blackman. I feel like if Steve Blackman was around today, he would be probably the most wanted guy in wrestling in terms of like bringing him out to promotions. To me, I think he was a Matt Riddle beforehand. He was very, very much ahead of his time. Plus, also all the hardcore thing he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Steve Blackman was a very unsung hero in that realm. But Booker T, watching WCW, going like Turner and seeing Booker T,
he was really cool,
and Stevie Ray. Yep. Seeing them. Oh man, there's so many guys, man. I do remember first time seeing Billy Kidman pull out his 450. That was amazing. So there's a lot of guys that influenced Shogun when I was a kid, but now today I look back on that and I gained more influence by guys such as like Bruiser Brody,
right?
You know, Stone Cold and all that. What's the question that was next?
Who is your favorite person in WWE right now?
Walter. I'll go with that.
Walter? I like Walter too. Walter's a cool dude.
Him and Black.
Did you ever listen to his interview he did with Stone Cold on Stone Cold's podcast?
I didn't know he did it.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Okay.
It's really good. Let's see here. Yeah, I listened to it when I was at work one day. 4-way Shogun, Alex Weird, James Alexander, and Justin Maine. That would be an epic match. Or my boy Jay. Oh, okay. Now they're booking matches in here. Justin Wayne still. Nope. Okay. Okay, go take it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's. All right. So looks like that's about it for the questions. Cool stuff. All right. So he's got to take a phone call real quick, but check it out. Don't forget, you can get one of these nice T-shirts on Rasslin Rage, or not on Rasslin Rage, ProWrestlingTee.com/Rasslin Rage. If you haven't liked the video already or liked this, please do. Also, don't forget to subscribe. If you didn't catch the interview I did this week with Briar Wellington, please do so. Great interview. I got to talk to him about Sabu and Necromancer and different kinds of matches that he's had, being in JCW. Just all kinds of cool stuff we got to talk about. I'm looking forward to sitting down and actually just talking to him for a while about JCW because, you know, not often you get to sit down with somebody that was in JCW and just talk JCW, right? So there was that. Wednesday coming up on the YouTube channel, and here he comes. Next week on the Wednesday, the interview with Tommy Vendetta will go up. Now, with that interview with Tommy Vendetta, he was on the road coming back from Glory Pro Wrestling while we were doing the interview, so there's no video on it, but it is a great interview, and we talk a little bit about Aaron Orion and his influence on his career. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. And next week, Friday, I don't have a guest host. Oh, yeah, it's right there. See? I have a guest host. I don't have a guest host, so who wants to come on? Let's do this, right? Hey, Mrs. Weird's never guest host. Maybe she should come on. Who knows? Josh comes on. He tied Mr. Weird for most times. So
Shogun's okay with coming back out.
There you go. All right. But yeah, so definitely a good time. Josh. Josh wants to host. That's Josh. I don't know. You better. Mr. Weird might get mad at you, dude.
Himself.
Yeah, right. Well, guys, listen up. I want to say thank you so much for everybody joining me tonight. Thank you to Mr. Jackson Stone, Shogun, the Shogun.
The Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone.
That's right.
Thanks, everybody, for just watching this episode and listening to us scream and shout about wrestling. What's up?
Good. She said there's always Q. You make a very good point. There's always Q. Little Q. Put Q on.
Oh, there you go.
Q-tips.
There you go.
All right,
and also, too, thank you, Cody, for having me on.
You're welcome.
Follow this man, Rasslin Rage, on Facebook and also Twitter. And guys,
I don't have Instagram. Man, I can't barely keep track of Twitter, let alone Instagram, too.
Too much tweeting.
Yeah, man. There's just too much going on the tweet and Twitter, whatever that thing's called. I don't know, man.
Shogun's trying to build that up, too.
Yeah, at Rasslin Rage, at Rasslin Rage, at Rasslin Rage. Twitch, Twitter, Tweeter, whatever it is.
Yep.
That other thing. I think I have an Instagram too, but I don't know. I can't track everything. What's this here? Rasslin Rage. I'm not entertaining. Oh, whatever. But I have to reach out to MM3 and Blake to try to get them.
Those two, that would be interesting.
It will be cool, but I got to get them here, and who knows if because they're popular and they think they're cool, but whatever. They are pretty cool guys though. Yeah. But so listen, guys, catch it here next week, 8:00, and don't forget to hit that like I said, and subscribe. Also, what?
I get my social media.
Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah, follow me on Facebook, my athlete page, Jackson Stone, and also follow me on Instagram, Jackson_Stone 313, and the Twitter, Jackson_Stone 20. There
you go. All right, so you got that, and I'll come back later and put that stuff down in the description for everybody there. So listen, guys, what's going on? Keep Shogun there, and Mama Weir is the second most entertaining person at BWCW. I don't. Okay, they're having private conversations. Yeah. All right, so check it out, guys. Back here next week, 8 o'clock. Check that interview out on Wednesday. I don't know what match I'm going to put up on Monday. I'm probably gonna put some matches that have been taken down by YouTube because of copyright. Because there's the entrance music is copyrighted, so I gotta cut it out. But whatever. Put them back. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. Punks. All right. So listen, guys, thank you again for joining us. Said thank you to this guy. He said thank you to me. We're out of here. You guys, Josh, I'll see you tomorrow, brother. We'll have a good one. And we're out of here as soon as I hit this button over here. Shogun. That is great.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. Later.
We are the Death Threat Army. Vehicle City villain Aaron O'Ryan.
Black Diamond Jack Price.
The Wild Child Jody Threat.
And weaponized Alex Weir. And you're watching Rasslin Rage live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube.